Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another monster analysis video. So today we got the monster ELFEERA, and I'm going to be doing an analysis on it and let you guys know whether this monster is a must-have or not. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the notification on. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So real quick, guys, this monster will be a part of the Doomed era, and it's not going to be a part of the new era that's coming out very soon. So anyways, this is a little lore. You know, if you guys want to go ahead and pause it and read it, that's up to you. But this monster kind of reminds me of Spectra and Stalkkiller mixed. I'm talking about like design wise. I haven't seen the skills yet, so let's go ahead and quickly take a look at it. The monster's name is ELFEERA, and from what I heard, this monster will be the bounty hunt exclusive monster. Alright, so one of the skill names, the destruction one, it applies damage boost to itself, gives an extra turn to itself, requires cooldown. So you basically gain some type of damage boost, 25%, and then or maybe that damage boost could be 50%. We're gonna see in the bottom. And then also it requires cooldown. It gives you an extra turn as well, of course. Then you have leg infection, which is a very heavy dark damage to an enemy, removes 20% of total life from one enemy. So aside from you dealing very heavy dark damage, you're also removing 20% total life. That's pretty good. Night Survival applies pierce and double damage to itself, requires cooldown. So that pierce comes in there, and also double damage. Looks like this monster has pierce. Actually, I see the status caster there. Oh my gosh, dude, trait-wise, this monster is broken. Right away, you have Anticipation. You have access to that, rank 0. So that's pretty good. And then rank 1, Blind Immunity. Rank 3, Possession Immunity. Rank 4, Status Caster, Precision. And last but not least, 5 is basically pierce to herself. Gosh, okay. Trade-wise, that's really broken, I've got to say. That's really good. Anyways, Night Survival, pierce, and double damage to itself, like I said. Heart Infection, deals massive dark damage to an enemy, removes 30% of life from one enemy, it requires cooldown. So with this right here, the Heart Infection is definitely an insta-kill, especially against, of course, Earth monsters, that's for sure. So aside from you dealing massive dark damage, you're also removing 30% of life. So you can definitely just one-tap an enemy, whoever you want. That is really, really powerful, I've got to say. Dang. So ELFEERA is a dark and magic attacker with pierce, damage boost, and damage by percentage skills. Yeah, that's really good, I've got to say. But again, the traits are really good. Books, you have female, and I think that is Evil Legions. Let me see. What is it? What book is that? It says it right here. Oh, it's actually Adventures and Evil Legions. Yep, Adventures and Evil Legions. Okay, another Evil Legions monster. Dang. I feel like all the monsters that are really, really good, they get added in the Evil Legions book. No? I mean, come on. We have Ingwe. We have... I think Inheritors also in the Evil Legions, I'm pretty sure. And then many more. Really good. Anyways, stat-wise, we have 13,072 speed. Okay. 25,584. That is the highest power stat in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Comparing that with every other monster that's in the game right now, this monster has the highest power stat in the game. And then you have 338,300 life. Okay. So, I've got to say, the power I really like because this monster is the most powerful monster in the game right now in terms of power. So it's a good way to end this era off by releasing this very powerful monster. Anyways, evolving traits. Like I said, Anticipation with the Season 4 Fugitive Hater. Immune to Blind is just for yourself. Same with the Possession. Precision is also for yourself, and the Pierce. So you won't really miss. You have that precision there, you know what I mean? Helping you out. I just wish that was a trait, you know what I mean? That would have been really good. Like, imagine if this Precision and the Pierce replace the Immune to Blind and Immune to Possession, and those two were just stats casters. Nah, I feel like that'd be too OP. But anyways, so relics, you have Sword and Mask. That's really good. So you can give in a Tattoo Man's Mask, regenerate your stamina with it. Sword, you can give like Laser Beam Sword, Voltaic Sword, or whatever sword that you want, you know what I mean, that you prefer. Go ahead and give it. That's really good, I've got to say. Relic slots I do like. But besides all that, it looks like this monster is double element, dark and magic. Pretty interesting. This is like an evil version of Stalkkiller, even though Stalkkiller is already looking pretty evil. But yeah, anyways, so let's go ahead and get into some of the other skills that were not mentioned up there. One of them is Living in the Woods, deals moderate dark damage to one enemy. It's a 0 cooldown, 24 stamina cost. Okay, 40 damage by the way. Then you have a dark weakness to all enemies. It's a 0 cooldown, cost 30 stamina. And last but not least, for tier... Oh wait, that was basic attacks. It's all gone. Let's go ahead and get into the tier 1s. You can destroy. Applies precision and damage boost to itself. There are no extra turn with that, so keep that in mind. 36 stamina cost with 0 cooldown. Why is it so high? 36? Okay, it's whatever. Then you have this Aim for Weakness, which applies pierce to itself, deals heavy dark damage to an enemy, applies dark weakness to an enemy, removes pierce from itself. Okay, you know what? I actually like the Aim for Weakness skill. That one's actually not that bad. especially if you pair this monster up with like Slumster. So you have that single target 50% damage, the 50 damage. That is actually not that bad, and it comes with dark weakness as well. You know what I mean? So that's not that bad. And then you also have this destruction, which I already went over. It costs 42 stamina, you see. It's a 2-turn cooldown. Leg infection is okay. Well, 68 stamina on that. 68 stamina, 60 damage. Dang, that's really powerful. And it takes a lot of stamina. 42 stamina cost on the Night Survival, the one that just applies Pierce and damage boost. Double damage, sorry. It's a 2-turn cooldown. And last but not least, 72 stamina cost on the most powerful skill of hers. But here's the thing, guys. Like I mentioned, you can always just go ahead and give in a mask that regenerates your stamina. For example, Tetuma's mask would be perfect for her. Sword-wise, you can just go with like Laser Beam or Cane Sword if you want to play it a little safer. Heal up, you know what I mean? But there's many other swords that you can go with. But mask, I highly recommend giving in Tetuma's mask. It will just work very well with her. So I've got to say, that skill, God, 72 stamina. And also, let's not forget about the leg infection, which is also a 68 stamina cost. So both of her powerful skills require a lot of stamina. But again, you can always just cover it up with like a mask. Alright, so last but not least, Darkness Rain, which is her ultimate. It applies Pierce to itself, deals massive dark damage to all enemies, removes 30% of total life, and applies total blind to all enemies. So here's the thing. With that, the Darkness Rain, if you have your Pierce, the enemy is literally insta-dead. Or they'll survive, but barely. That is a very scary ultimate, especially if this monster has Pierce. And of course, it does have Pierce, but I'm saying that, what if it runs out, you know what I mean, later on? What are you going to do about it then? I guess you could always just use Night Survival if you're running that skill and apply Pierce and double damage. And then turn right after. If you have both of them still in there and you have your ultimate, it's literally game over for the enemy. Really, really scary stuff. So this is some scary stuff, I've got to say. Wow. This monster is really powerful. Is it worth your money though? Because this monster is behind the paywall, right? For this upcoming bounty hunt. I would say yes, it is actually worth your money. If you want to go for rank 5, go ahead and do so. You'll have a upper advantage against many other players. Also, if you want to go for like a rank 0, that's up to you. Rank 3, that's also an option. I think I'm probably going to go with either rank 0 or rank 3, just so that I can use it in the rank of survival dungeon and basically max it out from there, save myself some money. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys are going to do, okay? So yeah, this is a Pierce attacker with anticipation trait. So it's kind of like, it's literally Stalk Killer in a way, if that makes sense. Also, yeah, pretty similar to Stalk Killer if you guys think about it. It's just that this monster has total life removal. It even has the dark weakness, although Stalk Killer has magic weakness. This monster has dark weakness skill. But back to what I was saying. So besides all of that, the trait for Stalk Killer is a status caster, but for her, it is actually a trait. And then the Pierce for Stalk Killer, it's a permanent trait. For this monster, it's actually a status caster. Isn't that kind of crazy? So yeah, they're pretty much similar, pretty alike. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Genes video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about her once again. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.